to Friday, 7 to 8:30 p.m. Dinner will be served, and then we will have our class session. So we'll have food, fun, and fellowship. And that will be starting Tuesday, July 15th through the 18th. So that's Tuesday through Friday at St. John Church, where Elder Blaine Hackett is pastor. Children of all ages and adult classes will be taught by Elder Hackett. So please come out and join us. The other announcement I would like to make is in reference to there's going to be a community cleanup at Mount Zion Cemetery. And the young people conducting that or participating in that cleanup are from the Red Clay Consolidated School District student ambassadors who attend AI Middle School, and also some of them are in attendance at Stanton Middle School. And they will be working on July 22nd at Mount Zion Cemetery and working along with Mr. Harmon Carey to clean up the cemetery. So if you would like to join them, please get in contact with Mr. Tim Martin at AI Middle School, and he would like to have you come and help out if you want to volunteer. They will be starting at 8 a.m. on July 22nd, and that's the student ambassadors who are doing the community service project at Mount Zion Cemetery, and that's located right on Lancaster
Avenue, yes.
Lancaster Avenue, right. And one other announcement is that Red Clay Consolidated School District now has an all-pro dads chapter, one located at Warner Elementary and one located at Shortledge Elementary. And All Pro Dads is spearheaded by Coach Dungy.
Right, Tony,
Coach Tony Dungy. And the purpose of the program is to provide an opportunity for dads to mentor and work with the children in their family. So dads working with not only the young men, but also the young ladies in their family. So dads, if it's an uncle that's in your family, a grandfather, then they are welcome to become a part of this chapter. You'll have to be a student in attendance in Red Clay School District School. So there's a chapter at Warner Elementary and a chapter at Shortledge Elementary School. And if you're interested, you can give Mr. Pritchett a call, 275-1746, and he'll make certain that you will be able to sign up and be a part of the program. There are a lot of wonderful activities that are being planned in reference to the All Pro Dads chapter. So we have two. These are the first two, I think, right here in the state of Delaware for elementary school.
Yes.
For the elementary school. So we thank our hats off to Red Clay Consolidated School District for starting a chapter and realizing the importance that dads play in the lives of educating the children in their family. And
when is the actual event going to take place?
well, we have an activity planned for the 19th, which is this coming Saturday. And for the location and the time of that activity, they're planning a breakfast. Please contact, again, Mr. Pritchett on 275-1746, and he can give you the particulars in reference to the All Pro Dads program coming up. The first chapters here in the state of Delaware for elementary.
Right.
And that's at Warner and Shortledge. So hats off to those building principals for realizing, and also for the leadership of Red Clay School District in realizing the importance that dads play in the lives of educating the children. And I think those were the main. Oh, the other one is in reference to substitutes. As we have mentioned in the first half, that school is out, but really it's never out. And right now we are looking for anyone that's interested in being a substitute to please contact us. Again, 275-1746. If you would like to substitute in the school system, please forward your resume to pritchettm@gmail.com or give Mr. Pritchett a call. And we're looking at obtaining the names of those young people who are interested, and you might be between jobs, you might be retired, or you might be just finished raising your family and seeking an opportunity to give back. And so therefore, please consider working as a substitute in the upcoming school year. And on that note, we want to introduce our guest for this half, and he's really not a guest, and he's well known, yes, and that's Mr. Mike Rollins.
Hey, Mr. Pritchett and
indeed.
Mrs. Pritchett.
Yeah, welcome.
Again, it is such a privilege and a pleasure to be here tonight. I'm so overjoyed, and at home, hey, it's good to see you. And tonight's program is just so special. Sitting here, I almost didn't want to say anything during the first segment because I was just, enwrapped by this, and so impressed with the young man who's going to be the principal at Moyer, and also listening to his background, his commitment, his motivation, and what he brings to the table. Mr. Pritchett, I'm telling you, man, it's like I was seeing you all over again.
Thank you.
The things that he's doing with the open door policy, taking on a challenge willingly.
Yeah, it is.
And Mrs. Pritchett, you as well. You are both longtime educators with distinguished careers and credentials, and you've worked hard for the young people. And so hearing the announcements, I listened intently, but man, when you started talking about the substitute teaching opportunities
Yes.
through Pritchett Associates, my eyes just lit up,
Yes.
because I want to give a testimony. I'm standing in the gap for somebody you both know. My niece Crystal.
Oh, yes, outstanding.
Yes, and she wanted to be here tonight. She couldn't make it, so I said, you know what, baby girl, I know your story, and I know what the Pritchetts did for you. So let me come on and share. And you guys let me do that tonight.
Anytime.
So if you don't mind, I'm going to talk a little bit.
Absolutely.
Okay?
Go right ahead.
All right. So first of all, at home, there's a history between the Pritchetts and myself. Mr. Pritchett is my former principal at Bancroft Middle School. He was my principal from grades 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. And I was so blessed, as were my peers, during our tenure at Bancroft, because it was during a time of change. Just like there's a season of change, and the principal. Tell me his name again.
Mr. Dorsey,
Mr. Keenan Dorsey.
Yeah.
Just as he is taking the helm at a time of change, I remember Mr. Pritchett stepped in at Bancroft during some significant times of change. 6th grade was smooth, 7th grade was smooth, but 8th grade is when they were going to come up with the desegregation plan, and that talk started happening back in 77, 78, you know what I mean? And Mr. Pritchett, you took us into the auditorium and you educated us about the struggles and the sacrifices that were made for us by our predecessors so that we can have a quality education. And you did not impart bitterness into us. You did not impart fear into us. You imparted determination into us that once we got bussed out of the city of Wilmington, that we had the confidence that we would be able to compete and prosper in any environment. Now, I've had post-secondary education. I've had high school education. But I have to tell you, my core education, I got at Bancroft.
Thank you.
Leaving Bancroft, and I'm speaking for the thousands who have come through those doors. All of us were empowered once we left Bancroft because we had a village. We had an open door policy. Our principal had an open door policy. The school day did not end when the class bell rang. We would go home, do our homework, go to the school playground, play outside. When it got dark, we'd go inside the gym and we could play. And man, your school day ended at 8 o'clock by the time all of the programs were finished for the evening, you know? And so I say that to say this. I saw the correlation between you and Mr. Dorsey,
Right.
in that you believe in giving back. Now, with that said, I just want to digress and talk about the substitute teaching opportunities and share that with the community. Crystal met Mrs. Pritchett and you at the Christmas party on the air,
Yes.
and she talked, and Mrs. Pritchett offered her an opportunity to come and sit down with you guys and talk about substitute teaching.
Yeah.
Now, at the time, Crystal was still studying at Del Tech. She had a plan for, the bachelor program at Wilmington U after she finished, but you guys took her on before she even finished at Del Tech. You trained her, you placed her, and you put the responsibility for her performance on her, but you guys took the responsibility to provide the opportunity. And I'm pleased to say that Crystal just loves you guys so much, and my family is so indebted to you, because she started with you as a substitute, then she got placed as a teaching assistant, then she was brought on as a full-time classroom assistant, and now she's been promoted to another position within education, and she's still pursuing her bachelor's degree, and she has every intention to continue on, with grad school.
Wow.
And so yeah, and in the earlier conversation, Mr. Dorsey talked about, maybe some of the parents having had possibly a bad experience with education.
Right.
So therefore they're a little bit shy and going back into the classroom setting to sit with their children's teachers. You guys were good doctors, let me say that, because you didn't give us any phobias. And I'm just as comfortable in the classroom and in discussing education because I had a great experience.
Yes.
And so I just want to shut up now, but I want to say thank you. Thank you for what you did for me. Thank you for what you did for Crystal. And I want to encourage you at home, please get in touch with the Pritchetts. They've got a great program, and the program is just so versatile. So I don't want to take the whole program, but I just had to get it out there.
No, I think you right on point, right? And one of the things I want to share